You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.
Viewer discretion advised.
A little tender moment between bros.
This happens. The last podcast, by the way, I went home and one of my buttons wasn't on.
The
And
whole time?
The whole time. And I guess no one said anything.
I didn't even notice.
So then my wife's like, was that like that the whole podcast? And I said it was.
Damn. What was it? You were wearing black yesterday?
I was wearing black.
It didn't look unbuttoned.
It's
maybe,
hard to
maybe
tell
it's
with the
because you're so fat. One of the buttons popped off when you sat down or something.
Dude, you gotta let that go a little bit. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. All right. I think our levels are good, and I think anybody who's been following us this far should know that sometimes guests.
Sometimes guests just flake. It happens.
Yep.
So that's extra shout out to Omar the other day.
Oh yeah. Actually.
Extra shout out to him.
Yep.
Because someone did flake again, and he was a backup, and he was in the area, and he's like, yeah, sure, and communicated, made it real easy. So
Facts. Got Afghan clothing, came on time,
had a fun pod for
I think so. It's always fun with this kid. Yeah.
So shout out to him. But yeah, we're supposed to have a guest today, so it kind of screws up our rhythm. But we have questions. You want to ask me the questions you were supposed to ask the guest?
Sure, I'll ask you some questions. So, you're really infatuated with streaming. When can we expect you to start streaming full time?
Oh, dude, yeah, never. You're never gonna get me to fully stream. I hate it.
Okay.
Am I supposed to answer like I'm him, or would I answer like myself?
You're supposed to answer like you're him, please.
Okay, well I'm not. I don't know anything about the guest.
Okay.
So,
Well, just pretend like you.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna start streaming soon.
Okay.
That's
good.
It's I just gotta as soon as I wake up.
Perfect.
No. No, yeah, man. I'll stream eventually. It's that's my passion. It takes a lot of energy. I just want to set everything up first. I think that's how they answer. I don't know.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's something he would say. Maybe
I
not.
don't know anything about this guy.
Well, you would have if he was here, but here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. You use the N-word often.
Okay.
I don't have it on screen, but you look like the type.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I understand now. Next question.
Yeah, that's it.
One of your biggest influences were two of your biggest influences were Aiden Ross and Andrew Tate. How did that come together?
Oh, dude, I just love streaming and I hate women. So it's the perfect combo. Those are my ghosts.
Great.
You know?
Thank you. You're killing this right now. Okay. You recently became sober. It's been 35 days since you stopped drinking and smoking. What's your thoughts on that?
Dude, you just take it one day at a time. And I'm young, and I the party life is just catching up to me. So I'm just trying to slow down and take my life serious for the first time.
This has turned into an interview.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Well, what if people watch this and think these are my who I am? I'm not sober.
Based on the
I don't
clips.
care about Andrew Tate.
Too late. That's not in the
I
clip.
love Aiden Ross. No, joking.
You dressed up as Osama bin Laden for Halloween. Talk about that.
You know what's funny? I did that too.
Really?
I did that in high school.
This guy did in high school too.
Yeah. I'm way older than him, so it was relevant when I did it.
Yeah, you did it when it wasn't cool.
I did it. I got almost got suspended because of it.
Yeah. Talk about that. Talk about your experience, not this guy's experience.
I'm gonna talk about my experience. Because I actually had this. I did it in 2007 maybe.
Okay, I see.
And I looked the part. I ain't gonna lie.
Got it.
My mom even helped with the costume, and she was like, she hit me with a toba.
Nice.
Uh,
Wait, did you have like a bomb on you? Or
no.
Oh, you didn't go all out.
I had the beard, and I had the langota with hanging the white outfit, the famous one that you see, and
of course,
the gray in it.
Yep.
And I was skinny and tall. I looked just like the dude, bro. And I went to school and got a lot of looks, got a lot of laughs. Some people were like, "This is fucking awesome." One guy came up to me trying to fight me because his uncle died in 9/11.
Was he a white guy?
He was a white guy. That's where one of my first stand-up comedy jokes came from.
Yeah.
It's because this guy came up to me. He's like, "Dude, my uncle fucking died in 9/11." And I looked at him dead in his eyes, and I was like, "Hey, man, my uncle also fucking died in 9/11."
9/11 jokes are great. I love that
they never go old, dude.
Okay.
Well, they never grow old either, but
Yeah.
um,
And they're hard to forget, right?
they're hard to forget, and they're well done.
Thank you.
So, and then I almost got suspended. Like they brought me to the office, and they're like, "What? Why are you doing this?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I just played dumb, and they're like, well, "Your costume is offensive." And I'm like, "Offensive to whom?" And they're like, "You're clearly Osama bin Laden." I was like, "I'm just a Middle Eastern guy, sir."
Yeah.
And then they were just like, "Fucking,
Damn it.
oh God, if he's not gonna admit that he's Osama, we can't."
Did you had a sign that said I'm Osama?
No,
or something? Okay.
I
then,
just
yeah.
I looked 1,000% like Osama, but I was just saying I was Larry from accounting. I just kept saying it's just like that's high school humor. It was different then.
No, that's actually kind of funny.
Okay.
Do you know American Dad, where Roger is so infatuated by finding out that Osama bin Laden is actually an accountant that lives in like a certain part of America now,
Really?
and then he finds him, and then the other, who's Roger's friend, the son,
Steve?
Steve, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve is like, stop it. This is obsession got too far.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, as they leave, there's like an Osama as an accountant.
Oh, really?
So
That's
that's
pretty funny.
crazy that you
That's
said
a
those
crazy
things.
pool. Do
Yeah.
you think American Dad was around at that time? Maybe I pulled it from that. What year was American Dad? What year do you think that episode aired?
American Dad.
Because that's a crazy coincidence.
American Dad is probably like, this is probably like 2011, I think.
Okay, so I came
Yeah.
up with it first.
Yeah, you came up with it first. I don't think. Yeah, are you an American Dad kind of fan?
No.
Okay, I love American Dad. Family Guy got whatever. It's hit and miss, but American Dad's been very consistent. Simpsons is like horrible now. It's just
Yeah. So okay, the thing you're talking about aired in like season 8.
okay.
So there's
Yeah.
no way I stole from them.
Okay,
I stole from my brain.
Yeah, it's just like Futurama.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's great minds think alike.
Yeah, great minds think alike. What do you think about that? Like, you think like they're not actually intentionally trying to steal, but like they get to the same
Yeah,
destination.
man, it happens. And you can tell. You can tell when someone stole a joke
Yeah.
versus when there's what's it called? The same thinking.
Okay.
Parallel thinking.
There's
Parallel
this
thinking.
thing where two things happen at the same time.
Yeah, people parallel think, especially like now with topical stuff.
Yep.
Something happens in the news, everybody's rushing to make that same joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So yeah, it's just, if anything, it just means you're a little unoriginal.
Yeah.
But
I have thoughts about comedy, but I'm just gonna go on to more questions.
we're still doing this?
Yeah, let's
Okay, let's do one more.
Let's do
Last
more.
one.
All right.
Pick a fun one. Okay.
Damn it, none of these are like fun.
Okay, we'll do 2 then.
Fine. How about this? You're a content creator online, and your following is not Afghan, but you're very silly and goofy,
Yeah.
and you make fun of yourself a lot of the time. Do you think that this is going to be a poor reflection of your family?
Oh, that's actually, I wonder how he would answer that question. That's
Actually,
a good
this one
question.
is just for you.
This is for me?
Yeah.
My parents are actually a poor reflection of me.
How so? He's a
I
fucking
am-
ping pong champ.
I am awesome, and they are boring. No, no, they're cool, man. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
All right, how do you answer as him?
Oh, okay.
He's a YN.
He's clearly not an N,
Okay.
but yes, he's a YA.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're done with this. Hey everyone, I'm Kane.
I'm Dauood.
And we're the Awjiz Boys. I'm going to take a quick little break from you guys from the episode to ask you to like, subscribe, and follow us on Apple or Spotify, wherever you're listening
Or
from.
YouTube.
Or yeah, YouTube. We need the YouTube numbers. But mainly, it's the best way for you guys to support us in the freest and Afghanist way possible.
Yeah, there's also a Patreon, but that costs money. So
Now back to the episode.
this is a fun segment.
We try to do something. So hey everyone, welcome to the Awjiz Boys. I'm Kane.
I'm Dauood.
And we wanted to talk to a Gen Z Afghan, talk about his perspective. He's a young kid who decided not to go to college and decided to pursue business just by kind of like in a practical way by getting involved in a business. And I thought that was interesting. I wanted to see his perspectives because he's very committed to his online persona and he's very consistent. So shout out him. Inshallah, in the future, we will have him.
Yeah,
And
jokes aside, we'll probably have him
yeah.
next time in the next rotation of episodes.
Exactly. But since we don't have that, it kind of throws us off a little bit.
The boys, we know how to pod without a guest. We've done it once.
Once.
Yeah.
So that means, unfortunately, we're going to try our best not to talk about sex.
Okay.
Because that's what you said. You said
Yeah,
whenever we don't have a topic,
we just go straight to sex.
we go to sexual things.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's right.
Okay.
Guess what I want to talk about now?
Let's hear it.
Sex. No, you went to a party last night.
Let's talk about that. All right. So I went to, before
You
we
went to a Memani.
Before we continue, hey guys, if you're listening to us, please follow us on Spotify. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe because we don't say this. We just start podding and we got rid of our ad break. So it's just literally podcast. And we are almost eligible to become YouTube partners. So those annoying ads that you would see when you watch anybody else's videos, you might see it on the Awjiz Boys. We don't want to do that, okay? We want to just keep going at it, but just subscribe because it puts us in a better position. It helps the pod grow. It's the freest way to support us without actually giving us money. But if you want to give us $1, just go to our Patreon, and that would help us out a lot because we're trying to build Afghan media in a comedic way. We're not trying to be serious, but we think this voice is also necessary in the space amongst other voices. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, YouTube partners is funny because the word partner has changed over time.
Yeah.
It's like it sounds like we're fucking YouTube.
Yes.
Or YouTube's fucking us.
They're fucking us.
What do you think about partner as opposed to like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife?
I say partner a lot. I say partner a lot.
What?
I'm in SF.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I think like after I started coming to California more and more, and I was like, just to be respectful of people, I say
But who are you respecting?
the other person more so.
Who is saying girlfriend disrespectful to?
Okay, so if I say partner, right?
Yep.
Now what it protects me is that also means I don't want to give you too much information. Like I don't want to tell you.
Oh, you like to keep it ambiguous.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a fiance, whether it's a wife, whether it's a man, it's probably a man, but I will just say partner.
Because when I hear partner, I think gay immediately. Because like, why won't you just say girlfriend? You're saying
No,
partner
bro.
to protect your gayness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I say partner as well.
Yeah.
And that's to keep people, guessing, like you said. I love that. It's like, all right, partner. All right, what is this guy into? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They don't even know. It's just like my partner is like a cat that I'm hanging out with.
That
we fight crime with.
That's better.
Yeah. Then where your brain was going.
No.
Yeah, because like what happened with cops now? They all have partners.
Yeah, see, I like that. I feel like they should be upset.
They should switch it and be like, "This is my boyfriend, Officer Luke."
I like that. I think
cops should be like that.
I think if a cop was funny, I would be like, I trust this guy a little bit more.
Yeah, I've got enough tickets because I made cops laugh.
Have they ever made you laugh after finding out you're a comedian?
Not really. It's mostly just me being funny and then kind of like trying to add to the joke.
I got pulled over when I was about like 20.
Okay.
And it was on a DUI, but I literally had half a beer.
Ooh.
But in Canada, if you have like, I had like there's different levels of licenses, and I had the first one, which is the basic one.
Yeah.
And it's called the
So
Class
you can
7.
drink more if you have a nicer license.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
But it's just like what Americans can do with a regular license. So it's a 0.02 or 0.05, whatever that number is. But regardless, I had like half a beer, and I was at a shitty party lounge or whatever, and I'm like, I'm leaving early, forget it. And I met with a roadblock where they literally check every single person.
Yeah.
So they checked me, and I had to blow the breathalyzer, and obviously it didn't work out. And then the cop's like, what do you do? And around this time, I was really into comedy and doing comedian clips, and I did like 3 shows. So I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And then the cops were like, oh shit, okay, yeah, fuck with that. This is unfortunate. I have to tow your car. And you're gonna have to pay $1,200 for this whole process. And I'm gonna take your license. But that's funny, man. That's really good. And then there was like a female cop, and she was like very like stoic.
Yeah.
And then after a while, she started making a joke.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I feel like women shouldn't make jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's two things I believe. Women aren't funny and they shouldn't be cops. So you're breaking 2 out of 2 here.
And then she was not feeling it at all. She's like, all right, whatever. And then that was a bad situation, that whole process. But I still drove without my license. But I want to talk about the party I went to last night.
What the fuck? I thought it was going to be a happy story.
No,
you made comedy work for you and saved you.
No, it didn't work for me. They were just like, oh, that's cool. And then he's like, tell us some jokes. And I tried.
So my boy Vince, I don't know if I told this story in the pod.
No, you didn't.
He's a little Asian man. We were in Santa Cruz doing comedy. That's like an
Okay.
hour or 2 from where we live.
Is Vince a stand-up comic?
He's a stand-up comedian.
Good shit.
There's like 4 of us in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Vince is our DD. He had 1 beer. Literally had 1 beer, and he had it early in the night. And the rest of us are stoned out of our goddamn minds.
Yep.
In the car, we're driving. He sees a cop. The passenger's like, "Hey, that's a cop. Slow down. Don't pass the cop."
Mm-hmm.
Vince is like, "The cop is going slow. I know the speed limit." Passes the cop. He did not know the speed limit. He went too fast.
Yeah.
So we get pulled over immediately.
Yes.
Vince, little Asian man, Asian glow, looks wasted.
Oh, he looks wasted?
He looks wasted. Even to this day, I saw him in New York like a few weeks ago. 1 beer and the man looks trashed.
Fuck.
So
Is he allergic to alcohol? Is he one of those guys?
Yeah, kind of. But he still drinks. But
Face red because he's Asian?
exactly. So the
Damn
cop
it.
pulls us over. Is like, "Hey, where are you guys going?" And he says Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Where are you coming from?" And he goes, "Santa Cruz." And the cop's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he goes, "Oh no, sorry, we're going to the East Bay. We came from Santa Cruz." And the cop's like, "All right." He's like, "You have anything to drink?" He goes, "Yeah, I had 1 beer."
Yeah.
And you never tell him you had anything, by the way.
Yep.
And the cop's like, "All right, 1 beer. This guy's fucking drunk. Look at he's wasted. He's
Sure.
doesn't answer questions." Gets him out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
He maybe 45 minutes of tests. This, that, walk, this,
Wow.
all this stuff.
And Vince is doing well?
I don't know. We're high as shit. We're just like, he's going to jail.
Yep.
And we're just like, and then we like, I roll down my window and Vince is doing his bits to the cops and they're laughing. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
Nice.
And then they breathalyze him and it's 0.000.
Okay, great.
And they're like, why did we waste our whole fucking time doing this? And
Yeah.
he goes, "I told you I had 1 beer." And he goes, "You look wasted." He goes, and he told the jokes. We got off and we drove home, and that's the end of that story.
That's
But
an amazing story.
it was, dude, we thought he was going to jail just because he looked drunk.
Yep.
But, you know,
I always, whenever I have to do a breathalyzer test, I always ask them, oh, if I kissed someone that had alcohol, is that okay?
it's a terrible thing to say.
I got away with it.
That's so dumb.
Yep. I got away with it.
Yeah, I blew a guy and he had rubbing alcohol in his penis. Is that gonna come up? And they're like, you know what? Just fucking.
I don't want you to use this now.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a funny story about last night?
Okay, yeah. Tell me about the
So-
story. So wait, what was the situation? It was an Afghan gathering.
But before I get to that, let me just tell you the beak. Who cares about like the whole fucking thing? It's an Afghan Thanksgiving.
But you did it yesterday.
Sorry, it's a Friendsgiving.
But you did it yesterday.
I did it yesterday.
Okay, Friendsgiving on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of people. I'd probably say like 60.
Okay. Was it
Wait,
Afghan?
actually,
Was it
it's
mostly
like
Afghan?
50. It's all Afghan.
Oh.
Well, actually, some Egyptians. There's a couple. You know, the guys married. There was a Turkish girl. There was a couple of Egyptians and people that married into the
Cool.
family.
There's plus ones, but it was Afghan
Yep,
mostly.
it's all Afghans and everything. So I'll tell you about the whole event, but I was chilling somewhere halfway through the event, and then somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, I know you," and I'm like,
Nice.
I don't know, I don't think so. And then she's like, no, I do know you. And then this woman calls her husband over. It's like, doesn't this person look like Raheem or some shit like that?
Yeah.
And then the other guy chimes in, be like, yes, it does look like the other Omar or whatever. And he's like, look, he's even dressed like him. What I was wearing was like sneakers, black pants, and I was wearing like the look where it's like a collared shirt, but then you have a sweater on top, so the collar comes out. You know that look.
Yeah.
And I was wearing my Meta glasses, and I was like, oh, you even dress like him. And they were trying to talk to me how I'm comparing me to somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But they don't know me, I guess,
Yeah.
and they don't know that I don't like that. Why are
Why
you
don't
just
you like that?
What do I get from this experience?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you guys should go later on and be like, oh, so and so look like Raheem. Yeah, it does look like Raheem. I'm just standing here while they're doing this. So I say, I'm like, oh, you dressed like me? Okay, is he also gay like me?
Awesome.
And they didn't like that.
Oh. Maybe Raheem is gay.
Yes. I wasn't sure. And then the woman's like, wait, the husband kind of laughed nervously.
Yeah.
There's another guy. He kind of laughed nervously.
Yeah.
But they all were looking to her because
Okay.
she's like the elder sister.
Okay.
The other dude was the younger brother. So younger brother, older sister, and the husband is right here. And I'm sitting on the couch.
Gotcha.
And was the woman's like, wait a minute, this was very inappropriate.
No way.
Yes.
You're at a party.
And I'm at a party.
What is this, like a work function?
Ex-
This HR ass lady?
Well, everyone's sober
Why are they sober?
because it's an Afghan fucking party.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not a good Afghan party. It was actually pretty good. It was
Okay,
fun.
keep
But
going.
anyways, the husband all of a sudden is like, oh, so he's gay like you? In my mind, I'm thinking like, that's the joke that I was trying to make.
Yeah.
But he was like, let me come back. Let me
Yeah,
try to.
Yeah, he just said your joke louder.
Yeah, he just said my joke louder. And then she's like, oh, I find it very inappropriate, but clearly he understands it because he said gay like you, right? And I was like, what are you guys doing here?
Were they Afghan?
They were all, everyone's Afghan. They're doing it.
fuck
But
is
we're
this
speaking English. We're speaking, I don't know.
See, okay, the two things are happening here. One, they're in the wrong clearly, but I know you.
Yeah.
And it could be the way you said it more than anything, to the point where like, I don't like this.
To be honest, everything was kind of going well.
Yeah.
And I was very convincing when I said, oh, then is he probably gay like me?
Yeah.
Like,
That's hilarious.
sure. Like, if they know I kind of insulted I'm trying to make fun of myself. Not that being gay is insulting in any way,
Kind of what it sounds like.
but if anything, I'm trying to make fun of myself.
Yeah, I get
you
it.
know, like, oh,
When-
I'm the flamboyant one or
Bro,
whatever.
anytime, like back in the day, when people are like, you look familiar, I'm like, do you watch gay porn? That was literally my go-to.
That's the joke I just made.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Yes.
But with extra words.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, like, I think I know what your intention was, but I also know your delivery sometimes is a little too straightforward.
Yeah.
And people are just like, oh shit, why is this poor homosexual?
Yes, exactly.
That's what they're thinking.
Well, the thing is also like my wife is right there.
Okay.
And my son is right here.
Okay.
Right.
They're like,
so
"Oh, this guy
clearly I'm
gay
gay.
with a family."
Yeah.
Well,
I'm Atlanta gay.
yeah, this guy's Atlanta gay. Yeah, this guy's committed to his beard.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah.
Since he can't grow one.
Yeah.
But it started kind of awkward.
Yeah.
And then that was like a little bit of the beginning of the night.
Okay, right at
So
the beginning.
right in the middle. Fortunately, her younger brother
Yeah.
fucked with me, so he was just like, we were just kind of joking throughout the night. It was
Gotcha.
kind of cool. There's other people that was
Was
vibing.
this the person's house?
So-
who was the person that came up to you? Were like they have power? in
Yeah,
this
they have
party?
power in the party because like
Okay.
it was okay. So the person invited me. Her name is Fahima. Shout out her. And then her mom. It was at her mom's house, and her mom made like all the food most of the time, most of the food, and great food. Great. By the way, best turkey I ever had in my life.
Oh, really?
The like juiciest turkey.
Yeah. Turkey's hard to do well,
It's
bro.
so hard to fucking do
Yeah,
well.
turkey's kind of a shitty meat.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, you're like protein and go. And it's hard. It's the hardest protein to like. You're like, oh, give me some like fucking soda.
I need gravy and
Yeah,
all
just-
sauces and
exactly.
everything I can to cover up the taste of turkey.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But that was. Do you hear that noise? Is it eerie quiet? It's like this high pitched noise. Whatever. Fuck it. Anyway, so
Fucking
the
having a
food was
stroke.
delicious, but this woman she was like the sister, or like that was her mom whose house it was.
Okay, so it's
like,
sister.
It's the oldest sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was cool with the brother. I just met him.
Yeah.
Well, shout out him, who said
Okay.
he might be on the pod. He's down to be on the pod in the future.
Yeah, if he shows up.
Yeah, probably. And then sister Fatima, she was cool. I met her husband, who's like who's a coach, soccer coach.
Oh,
Yeah, like salaried coach. Like, damn.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out him.
okay.
But overall, the vibes were cool. Everybody was, but that moment was awkward
Hilarious.
until the end of the night.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's
Until
a twist.
the end of the night, the same lady comes up to me and was like, wait, you have a podcast.
Hilarious.
I know you from that. And then pulls up her Instagram. She's like, I'm following you. I'm like, you're not following me. Get the cap out of the way. And then I made her follow. And then she's like, wait, what? Are you on TikTok? I'm like, yes, I'm on TikTok. She's like, look, she's following us on TikTok.
Okay.
And she's like, no, I know you. I see your clips and all this other stuff. Yeah. And I was like, because other people, because it wasn't her first.
Yeah.
Another couple came in and was like, hey, I know you. And then said, I follow you on your Kane Talks. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, this is what they said. They're like, are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No.
And I'm like,
Never heard of it.
No, it said, are you that guy from Instagram?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's literally every human being.
and I said, there's 3 billion users.
Yeah.
So yes. And then said, oh, then never mind. You're not him. And then later on, they came back and they were like, wait, you're that guy.
Yeah.
So-
I do get that also. Not the Instagram stuff, but like, hey, you remind me of whatever.
Sure.
And it's what the fuck do I do with this information?
Yeah.
You're right. I'm with, and the thing is, it happens literally every single time I'm talking to a brown person. I remind every single brown person of their older, younger brother or their cousin, pretty much the only funny person in their life.
Yep.
I remind them of them. And the worst is if they show me a fucking picture.
Yes.
Don't ever show me a picture because it's always a fat guy. It's always a fat guy. And it's the fattest guy on the planet.
It's like way fatter than you.
Bro.
And you're like, what am I doing?
This is what I remind you of? Dude, I'm sure I've said this on the pod, but
Sure.
one lady came up to me and she's like, you remind me so much of my son. And I'm like, oh, he must be so handsome. Because that's, I'm trying to be funny.
Yep.
And she goes, he is, boom, fattest man on the planet. 600 pounds easy, dude. I was like, what the fuck? This guy looks like 3 of me.
Yep.
It's just like, is this how, like every time it happens to me, I'm like, all right, I go hit the gym for like a week as hard as I can, dude.
Outside of that, do people ever say like, hey, I've seen that. Someone's like, hey, I seen you on TikTok, right? To
me?
To you.
Yeah,
like,
all the
we
time.
were at In-N-Out, like,
People will be like TikTok or Instagram. Bro, it happened on Friday.
okay.
I went to this Big Apple, I don't know what it's called, Big Apple Food or whatever, Big Apple Deli or some shit. It's Big Apple in the Tenderloin in San Francisco.
Okay. That's on brand.
Yeah, it's the best chopped cheese on the West Coast, I think.
Shit.
If you like chopped cheese. Have you had a chopped cheese?
What's chopped cheese?
It's a big New York, it's like a loose burger. You ever have a loose burger?
Describe it.
A chopped cheese is like it's on a roll, but
Okay.
it's hamburger meat that's like just beat up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty
It's
good.
chopped up.
Oh, that's
And then you put cheese and other stuff on it, or whatever.
yeah.
Fucking delicious. But I've seen them on TikTok. They were like blowing up on TikTok.
Oh shit.
You know the Aki way?
Do I?
The Aki way?
No.
You've never seen the Aki way?
No, I haven't.
Are you serious? You don't know the Aki way?
I don't think I do.
He's the guy like that you go into a sandwich shop, a deli or whatever in New York, and you're like, hey man, make me a sandwich using these Pop-Tarts, the Aki way. And he goes, should.
No, I don't know this.
Damn, I had to do all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, they're trying to be like that for the West Coast.
Okay.
And
Is he Middle Eastern?
Yemeni. They're Yemeni. And I wanted to go out there because I was like, I'm gonna help us. I'm gonna like support a Muslim. And I show up packed,
Oh,
like to the fucking gills. Like
they're being supported.
they're being way supported. They didn't even want. I was talking to the manager, and he was like trying to be cool with me, but you could tell he's busy as fuck, so
Yeah.
he didn't want to deal with it.
Got it.
And someone was like, they saw me talking to the manager. I was like, "You're the guy. You're a comedian from TikTok," and I'm like, "Yes." And I'm wasted and high, like And one of the other guys is like, "Tell us a joke," and I'm like, "I would rather die than do that right now." And they go, "What?" I was like, "I'll kill myself if you ask me that again." And it's like I just made it hella awkward.
Good. I love
But
that.
it's just like, don't ask me to tell a fucking joke. But yeah, people will be like, I recognize you from TikTok.
But
or
that
Instagram.
part is like you're a comedian from Instagram. You're
Yeah,
that.
it's nice if they
It's
say
like
that.
they know something about you versus like, hey, do you exist?
It's very rare. Yeah.
For you, maybe.
How would they say, how would they describe you on Instagram? How would you like to be described on Instagram or TikTok?
Hey, aren't you that guy with the podcast?
The podcast.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Like, aren't you a podcast?
So-
Somebody
so
came up
podcast.
to me and said, his name was Suleiman, and was like, you're that guy that makes fun of Afghans.
Oh, really?
And I
And
s-
guess what?
and I
I don't
s-
mind that.
And I said, yeah, that's me. And he's like, wait, no, that can't be you. It's probably somebody else. And he's like, what's your account called? And I'm like, Awjiz Boys. And he's like, no, that can't be you. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's probably me. And he's like, no, it's not you. And he just left. he was like,
You don't want the smoke, bro.
he was like a German Afghan. I was like, all right.
Make fun of Afghans. Nah, I can't.
I can't.
He's like, I like this guy too much. He's going in denial.
It was pretty good.
It is funny that like the perception of people have of us on the internet, and then they meet us and they're always nice.
Well, we're not on.
Yeah,
Like,
we're normal people.
Because, well, also, you're more normal, I think, in those settings.
Yeah, you go straight Nathan Fielder, bro.
I'm more like
Antagonistic, bro.
Yes.
You say crazy shit to people, bro.
I love it when they don't know I'm doing a bit and I'm
Yeah.
as serious as possible.
Yeah, you enjoy you like Borat style humor
Yeah.
and like you like fucking with people so much.
Yeah.
Sober me is like I'm like a little sweetheart. I'm just happy like anybody recognizes me.
See, that's the thing. You said sober you. Me sober, I'm like, I gotta make this interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
drunk me is an animal. If you run into me in the streets and I'm drunk, I'm gonna roast you and roast myself, and you might want to hit me. It's
I think drunk me is more maybe sober you because I'm like loving. I'm so nice
Yeah,
to
yeah.
people.
okay. I'm just trying to be funny when I'm drunk, so
Okay.
people are catching strays.
That's good. That's awesome. But when
Yeah.
I'm not even trying. I don't think I'm trying to be
Bro.
funny. I'm trying to be like
I literally met a gay African guy on Friday at a bar.
cool.
We were talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gay." And I looked at him, was like, "Why are you gay?" And Andrew was with me. He's like, and we looked, and the guy started laughing. I'm like, "Thank God."
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Good.
Yeah, it was set up, bro.
That's good. That I think delivery is very important.
Oh, dude, it's
Delivery is very
If
important.
if you're smiling,
Yeah.
you can get away with a lot. And you don't smile when you do your bits.
I don't smile.
You're just like, "Yeah, I'm gay." You're just like,
Yeah.
"Is he gay like me?" Like you're just like
Yeah.
your delivery.
Is he also gay like me? I start crying.
Yeah. So
I come out to my wife that moment. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this. But Raheem inspired me to speak up.
Yep. Yep. So I think that's what it is. Whenever I'm at a family gathering, I always have to look at my wife, and she's like, "Okay, you're
Slow
allowed.
down.
You're allowed to be." Because like the thing is, once my wife was like, "Oh, these people know who you are. They know your humor. You're allowed to be whatever."
That's nice. Yeah.
So then that same chick that came up to me about the gay thing or whatever, she started being like super warm, like complete 180.
Yeah, I think a lot of people believe what I say. I've said this whole week, all these episodes, intent. Right?
Yeah.
If they can tell you're trying to be funny,
Yes.
they'll let it go. But if they think you're just being a dick to gay people or something,
Yes.
which the gays love that.
By the way, there was a gay guy at this event.
Ew. No.
He's actually a friend. I don't want to give him a shout out, but inshallah, maybe in the future I will get him.
Don't give him a shout out.
Because I don't know if he wants this public, right?
He's not even out.
No, he is out.
You want to just out a gay man?
No, he's
That would be fun to do though.
no.
No, like in this day and age, out a gay man. I think we gotta start doing it.
I think it's more if it's like this guy's like uber masculine and no one guesses it.
No,
and
I'm
then,
just joking,
like
yeah.
Bradley Martin,
Well, he's clearly gay.
obviously.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You shouldn't out the gays.
Yeah. Go out with the gays.
You can go out with the gays. You just don't
Shit.
want to out them.
Out them. But anyways, there was a gay person there. So in my
Okay.
mind, I was thinking like,
How
oh,
come I wasn't invited? I wouldn't have gone, but like, you know, I want to be invited to these things.
because I was the plus one.
Oh,
It was
okay.
through my wife's friends and everything.
Well, your child came.
Yeah, but he's just like he's invited anywhere. He's like
Oh,
he has unlimited
Oh,
invites.
dude, babies.
know?
I gotta be a baby again.
It's like going on an airplane.
What is that?
0 to 2 is in for free.
Oh,
Right?
is that how it works?
Yeah, 0 to 2,
Oh, and then 3, they have to start paying.
and then you
How
start.
do they check?
Well, yeah, passport. What do you mean? Do they check when you're?
Do you need a baby's passport when you fly?
Oh yeah, I got a passport.
Oh, I'm so
Well,
dumb.
you don't-
I just thought like,
In America,
domestically.
you
Yeah.
don't.
Then,
All
yeah,
you
you don't
need
need
is a
anything.
birth certificate, but I'm Canadian.
Oh, you need
So,
a birth certificate for the baby when it flies?
Yes, for them to ask. They don't always check. I went to Hawaii, they didn't check, but I had it.
see.
But when I went to Canada, I needed the passport.
Yeah, international, obviously, you're gonna need
Yeah,
a
of
passport.
course.
But I'm saying domestically,
Domestically, no, not
like,
really.
you don't need to identify that child. It's a child.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Right.
It's like you're.
So you can say it's 2, but it's really 3.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro, you never like growing up, you never had those situations. They're like,
Always.
hey man, kids eat free if they're under 12, and you're like, I'm like a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
That's like 6'3". My parents
Yes.
are like, he's fucking 11. Dude.
Exactly.
So
100%.
Yeah.
My whole family. I have 4 brothers.
What happened to that? Do they still do those kind of things? Or is that just like it just disappeared?
That
with
was the old,
capitalism?
that was an old promo back in the day. They're like,
Yeah.
kids eat free, bring your kids. But then they're like, oh, these people are not having kids. They're just,
Yeah.
they're just bringing a kid.
Yeah,
and,
they're just bringing a kid.
and then that kid eats the food. And
Yeah, hey kid, take as much as you can in your pockets and meet me outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, my parents, they abused the hell out of all those things.
Good, as they should.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because also I was a tall kid.
Yes.
So like even when I was 8 or whatever,
Yep.
I didn't look 8, and they're like, this kid is 7.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah. Did you ever get like in those tough situations, like for Halloween, where they're like, you're too old to be trick or treating?
bro, I was trick or treating until I was like 18. So people look at me and be like, fucking goo goo gaga, trick or treat, bitch. Give me
Yeah.
some candy.
Nice.
No one there. There's tall kids out there. Nobody discriminated against
A lot.
me.
They're
Trick or
around-
treating.
Yeah, they did around the kids'
They
mania.
trick or treat in Canada?
Yeah, I went this year too.
In Canada?
Yeah, this year.
What are they giving out? A&W and shit?
I would love. I would
That's
love.
all
that.
I know about
So-
Canada.
Yeah, by the way, A&W's amazing. I went there.
It's average as fuck. And
Hold on a second. And do you had it in
I
Canada?
had it in Vancouver.
Oh, then
I do like that they give you a cold mug and the
that's
root
not
beer.
standard.
No, some locations do, but a lot.
I never had A&W. I think in America.
A&W in America is ass.
Okay.
It drops off so hard because also there's no just A&W.
Okay.
It's A&W KFC, A&W Long John
Oh, I see
Silver's,
what you mean.
A&W Taco Bell.
Okay. Okay.
A&W is always a sidekick in America. It's not its own standalone thing.
A&W is in Canada like
Yeah.
a staple.
I just don't like the name of the burgers.
What Papa, Mama,
Papa,
Grandpa,
Mama,
and shit.
Grandma. What the fuck? I don't want to eat your grandma, dude. That's disgusting. Well, I will, but
Yeah.
But I will say root beer from the tap.
Yep.
It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love root beer.
I love root beer.
Root beer's so good.
It's my favorite drink. I don't drink it very often.
Oh, that's your favorite?
I think so. I don't drink it often. That's why I like it so much.
What about growing up when you were a kid?
I hated it.
Yeah, a little bit. I was like toothpaste,
Yeah,
Everybody
it
said
tastes like
toothpaste.
shit.
Yeah.
I didn't like soda growing up though. I hated carbonation.
No soda? Everyone likes all
No,
kids like
I
soda.
hated soda. I liked flat soda.
Okay.
I hated carbonation
I see.
with a passion. I just like the sweetness.
Then
of it.
what flat soda did you like?
Like Sprite. I guess.
Sprite? Okay, Sprite's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was the best when it kind of settled.
I'm international, so what do you think mine's gonna be? And think of the Middle East area.
I don't know, gravy.
Close, very close.
Poutine. I don't know what.
I'm not Canada international. I'm talking about like the Middle
Afghan?
East, Afghan.
I don't know. Orange fizzy drink.
Very close.
Fanta.
Fanta.
Fanta's fire, bro.
Fanta was the drink.
But
Everybody
grape.
was,
Grape
it-
anything was my favorite.
grape
I
was
love
never
grape
an
soda.
option when I was in those countries. It was
Yeah.
just Fanta.
I love grape soda.
Grape soda.
Orange soda was great too.
Orange soda? What?
You never had orange soda?
In America. But wait, what's the difference between orange soda and Fanta?
Fanta's the name of a brand, but
Okay,
orange
but
is
it's the
flavor.
same thing.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different orange sodas.
Okay. I just felt like I like the fizziness, but if
Mm.
it's like really fizzy.
I like that now as an adult.
Yeah.
But I hated it as a kid.
Okay. As a kid, it was like, ooh, like it's like,
Now, yeah, most kids like soda. I just didn't. I was
Yeah.
never into it. I liked water.
that's interesting. All right. You were a healthy guy.
I literally, the only good habit I have is how little soda I drink, and all I drink is water.
And when you went to like a Afghan gathering or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
didn't they always give you like some sort of soda?
Yeah, I always got water.
The water was not really an option when I went to gatherings. People didn't drink water like they used to
Yeah, we
drink
get it
now.
from a tap or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they didn't give you. I know I never had water bottles growing
Yeah, water bottles. Is what I'm
up.
talking
No,
about.
I just didn't like soda. I hated it. It was
Yeah.
too spicy.
Speaking of water, I should drink some water. Is that mine or is this?
They're both yours.
Okay. Yeah, because that fucking.
All right, let's not start a beef now.
All right. He's the type.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But I do want to wrap that story about how it ended with that event. So I did. So after that person, now that they know who I am, right, and it was like, "Yo, I follow you on TikTok or whatever."
Did I come up at all?
You? No.
Great.
I did my best to avoid you.
Great.
No, you came up a lot because everybody was like, this guy, shout out Iqbal, the guy I walked in and was like, oh, Dauood, I know that guy. I went to one of his shows. And then this other guy, Ilyas, was like,
Was
yo,
it in San Jose?
No, this was in Antioch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you went deep.
I went far.
Yeah, okay.
Just yeah. So
I don't know there were even Afghans in Antioch.
there's a lot of Afghans. In
Really?
A lot of Afghans.
That's crazy.
So many.
Antioch. Okay.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about Antioch.
But it's all good, man. And then a lot of them were for Brentwood as well.
Yeah, Brentwood's at a very affordable now.
Okay.
Moving out there.
Whatever the case was, I was like, somebody's like, oh shit, I know Dauood guy. This guy's funny and everything. When is his next shows? And I'm like, I don't know, but like, you should follow him or something. And like, I do. It would be sick. So there was a lot of people that actually saw your comedy as well. You came up before they even knew the podcast.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, great.
Good. The power dynamic is still in place. That's all that matters.
I hate it. I hate it so much, especially with this weight I've gained.
No, you okay.
Okay. But anyway, so that chick afterwards was like, oh shit, like I know who you are in the podcast and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, no problem. And now in my mind, I'm like, now it's on, right?
Now it's on.
Now I can be myself,
Yeah,
right?
get in there.
So then she's like, oh, this is my IG account or whatever, right? And then I'm like, oh, let's see if we have mutual friends. So I see her account, and then I just met another guy there, another Egyptian guy, right? Kind of fobbish, but chill guy. He works at IT in University of San Francisco, UCSF.
Yeah.
And he was like super nice the whole time. He made me coffee. He made me, he's Egyptian.
Oh,
he made me Turkish coffee.
Turkish coffee?
That tasted like French vanilla.
Oh my God.
So many things.
What a nice human being.
But a nice guy. And he cut the turkey for everybody.
Oh, yeah. You know, that guy, we got to give props to the carver.
Yeah.
Whoever's carving that turkey.
Exactly.
It's nice, bro. Did he have a regular knife or did he have an electric one?
Regular.
Oh, this man's putting in work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You seen electric recently?
Oh, yeah. Most of the time they have electric.
I've seen electric on TV and stuff, but I've never seen it in person.
I've seen it in person, but I've never had it for turkey. It's always like pot roast or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
this Egyptian guy, I just connected with him.
Yeah.
The reason I connected with him
Yeah.
is because this guy Iqbal, who was like fucking with, he's a kind of a comedian, to be honest. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he was the one who's like, oh, this guy, he's Arab. He knows all other Egyptians. And I'm like, do you know Rami Youssef? He's like, yes, of course he knows him. And then this guy turns around and his name is Mustafa. Mustafa's like, I actually do know Rami Youssef.
Oh, really?
You think you're doing a bit, but I know him.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you can't just say that to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm the biggest fan of this guy. Please introduce me. And then Mustafa's like, actually, so I know a guy who knows him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how strong is this connection? How can you make this happen? Let me connect with you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that we connected, and that's how I got his account.
Okay.
And this guy shit posts. He's a public account, 50 followers.
Yeah.
Like he'll put a meme, he'll put a picture of the fucking landscape.
Okay.
Nothing going on. You barely see a photo of this guy, right? I
Yeah.
connected with him. So when I see this chick later on, we're cool and everything. We're warming up. I'm like, let me see how mutual friends we have on IG. And one of the mutual friends, I'm like, oh, you follow all these people. And then one of the mutual friends is that guy I met, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
So I'm like, oh my God, you know this guy? I've been following him for so long.
Hilarious.
I love his content online. Who is he, by the way? And she's like, no way.
That's
There's
funny.
no possible way. Do you know he's at this party right now? And I'm like, what? And then I went to the one meme he posts, and I'm like, I love this guy's content. His memes are hilarious. And she's like, I have to introduce you guys. He's literally, look, that's him. I'm like, no, that's not him. And then she goes to her brother and be like, you're not going to believe this. You know how I followed their account on Awjiz Boys? He's talking about Mustafa, and then Iqbal at this point knows who I am.
Yeah.
He's like, he's fucking with you. This is not true. Like this, look. And I said the man, and then I was like, this guy has 50 followers.
Yeah.
I'm 51. So and then I
hilarious.
left. That was my departure. I'm like,
you love teasing people, bro.
I can't.
Yeah, they're gonna have the weirdest memory of you.
It's just a start. A start. But yeah, overall though, dude, I love Afghan parties. I can't lie. And I love Afghan Americans because Afghan Americans,
They dance.
there's no dancing. It was actually, so they had a bull.
A bull?
A bull.
What do you mean a bull?
Like the mechanical bull?
They had a mechanical bull?
Yeah. And they're like, who wants to ride it?
Wow.
Yep.
Did you ride it?
Well, I have a tear on my knee. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is going to, my wife rode it.
You put your child on it?
Yeah, no. Yeah. But there's
They
kids
had a
doing it.
mechanical bull?
Yeah, they
How
rented
big was
it.
this fucking place?
Well, they had like a backyard. They have
Oh,
a decent backyard.
You can just rent a mechanical bull.
Exactly, with no supervision, and it's like you
Oh,
press a
there's no
button.
like white guy operating.
There's no
it?
white guy. It's you. You press the buttons, and they press the button, and it was fucking like some shit happening. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
bro, that's a liability right there.
Exactly,
Dude.
and people were falling, but like it's like foam everywhere,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like
good,
so
at
it
least.
actually captures. But like some shit could happen.
Yeah.
A lot of people were trying, so it was
If
entertaining.
it
I'm
was a
like,
real Afghan thing, they'd be trying to like halal it.
that's
They're
hilarious.
trying to get it.
By the way, this is not
They're
the
trying to halal the mechanical bull.
That would be actually wild if they like bought a bull.
Yeah.
And it's like, who wants to get on top?
Like a regular bull?
Like a regular bull.
No, that's insane. I'd be down though.
Yeah, depends on
Because
how
I'd
many.
be like, there's no way they're just gonna let us ride this without like they've tested this. I'm sure.
They must have tested it.
Right? But knowing them, probably not.
But this is the second party I've been to with a mechanical bull that's Afghan, by the way. The first one I went to was in San Jose, and guess what? Barely anybody rode that one. And then, because San Jose Afghans, you know how some Afghans
They're
are
too cool. Like
too
cool.
Muslim.
Oh.
So they're like, this is inappropriate. And then one
Yeah. It's okay to have sex with the mechanical bull though.
That's allowed. That's completely allowed. They were like, they were.
Yeah, bro. You bring a guy straight from Afghanistan and you like here, and he just starts humping.
This episode should be Afghans love the mechanical bull.
They love the mechanical, but it should be like a mechanical goat. That'd be more our speed.
So that's what we were saying. That was a joke all along. We were like,
okay.
this is the Buskashi. Like, you
yeah,
should,
the Buskashi
Afghans
is a person.
should be good at this.
Yeah.
Some of them were good. Some of them were pretty solid.
Okay.
But the first party that I went to in San Jose that had this party, one Afghan lady who kind of looks like a thought.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not here to judge
sorry.
anybody.
Like a hijabi, maybe, kind of like that.
Hilarious.
So kind of like a thought, and then she's the one who's like, to the host, like, can you tell all the guys to leave so I can do the mechanical bull? Because I don't want anybody to look at me.
That's not hijabi stuff at all.
That's
actually-
not hijabi style at all. But it's like everyone knows who you are. You like whatever you've displayed what you need to display to the rest of the world so far. So why do you?
I respect that. I don't know.
You respect that?
I think it's okay.
Okay.
I think it's a regular request.
So maybe I'm biased because this woman was kind of a bitch to me.
There's
So
always more to the story. With
there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's another layer there.
I was at a party and I was literally by the door.
Yeah.
And it was actually so hot, right? So that's why I like that area. And I was just naturally sitting there. And then she comes up to me and said, do you mind if you close this door? Because it's kind of cold. And I was like, I'm actually very hot, so that's why I'm sitting here. So I prefer having the door open. She's like, well, I'm closing it, and just closed it and sat back down.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
Yeah, she's a whore. And then afterwards, and she's the second wife of a guy in some guy has multiple wives. She's the second wife, has kids, and she's from Germany, and she just fucking came over here this whole time. So I'm thinking like, and then she did a rebrand to be like, let me put on the hijab and all this stuff. I don't believe in rebrands. I don't know why. I just don't believe it.
It is interesting. Okay, I do believe in a rebrand, but
Okay.
most of the time when someone does a rebrand, they were a real bad person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The rebrand. I think I saw something like when someone like that finds God all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They probably did some fucking terrible shit.
Yep.
They're trying to repent for
Yes.
something evil or like some fucked up shit.
One extreme to another extreme.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
A lot of times that's what it is. Yeah.
So I don't like the
I
performance.
prefer that though. I still want them, go towards God. I
No.
prefer that extreme.
That's a bad extreme because then you start judging other people. You're not doing your life right. It's like, bitch, you were doing that shit a year ago.
Yeah.
Bro, extremes in every side is horrible.
Which extreme would you
Islam-
pick? You have to pick one extreme. Which way you go?
I prefer if she's a public whore and not a public whore hiding it in this type of display. So we think you're a good girl and then we treat you like whatever. And then it's not real. If it's not real, don't.
Well, it could be real to them.
No one is a fake whore, I think. You know what I mean?
mean?
Someone's like, you know what I mean?
That's actually very funny. There's a lot of fake religious people. There's a lot of fake, like, I'm not a slut.
Yeah.
But there's very few, like, I'm a slut, and then she's, like, actually a virgin.
Yes, exactly.
That's the plot of the movie Easy A.
Yes, well done. Thank you. I know that movie.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of those.
Yes, we don't have Afghan easy A's.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Easy Afghans.
Easy Afghans. We don't have those easy Afghans.
That's
And
actually such a weird, hilarious way to look at it. Yeah, that's very fun.
I won this argument.
No, yeah, I've nothing to say.
So, but anyways, that was the first mechanical bull story. This one, I love the fact that everybody was vibing on the mechanical bull, laughing, clapping for people, making fun of people like for failing. I was like, this is like a genuine experience, you know. And even if somebody is judging somebody else for doing it, it's like contained with inside.
Yeah.
So it was good vibes all around. Obviously, I was fucking with people as much as I could, but more time than not, I was like 20%, 25% fucking with people because I'm main money to people I don't know. If I go somewhere where, to be honest, if I love you and you're my family member, I don't fuck with you. I give you real truths. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
so what's going on? You got a new job yet? You're still doing this shit? Like what like I try to be helpful, but I'm also on your side. Like, it's okay, bro. Pick it up. Like, I got you. How can I help you? You know what I'm saying? I'm the hard truth guy, and this, if I love you. If I don't know you, and I'm just kind of like, whatever, I'm like, it's my first impression. I don't know if I'm going to like you or not, so I might as well be myself. And being myself sometimes is just fucking with people to see if they'll fuck with me back. Because if they do, that's vibes. And if they don't, which most of the time they don't,
Yeah.
I create enemies.
Fair enough. Yeah, I try to just make people laugh and not be mean when I meet them.
Yep.
So
That's why more people like you.
I don't know if more people like me.
More people like you in compared to me. But then
I
again,
don't think so.
oh, for sure. I think so.
What makes you say that?
I think you're so likable.
But like, how am I more liked than you though? I feel like if you put us in a room, the same people are gonna feel the same way about you that they do about me. Maybe not.
I don't know. I think like if somebody's kind of like, I don't know. Actually, now I'm not sure. Actually, if me and you are in those type of rooms, then it's fair. But I mean, like, if there's a lot of Afghans in a like that Maimonia I went to last night, more people would have, even if they didn't know you were a stand-up comedian or anything,
you think
just naturally they would have loved you more because your personality, you're so like open, you're like nice to people, you're respectful, you're I'm
so funny.
like I'm saying like basic human decency.
I'm polite to other humans. Yeah, dude.
Like for instance, like the lady who had issue with me, her mom and I were kind of joking back and forth.
Oh, really?
Because they called in for photos.
Yeah.
And then I told my wife, I'm like, are they doing photos? Should I go take people's photos because I'm the outsider?
Yeah.
And then the mom was like, oh, he wants to be in the photos. Like, no, go in the photos. Please, it's your house or whatever. And I said, no, I just think everyone's a horrible photographer. I want to take their photos.
That's fine.
But people find it insulting. And she's like, do whatever you want. This house is yours. And she was kind of like riffing back and forth, like an older lady, but English was actually pretty good.
Nice.
And I was like, yo, this was such a good experience. Like, this was fun.
It's always nice when someone riffs the bit, dude.
Yeah.
If you riff the bit, you're
gang.
You're awesome, bro.
Exactly.
So you're gay or gang?
Gang. You're gang. Like, you're part of this.
Yeah. You're gang, bro. Yeah, you're family.
Exactly.
If you riff the bit when I just met you,
Yes.
I fuck with you so
Yes.
hard.
I'm pulling a gun. And
It's
killing
rare though.
enemies.
Most people don't want to riff the bit, so it's like you got to ease into the bit. You don't ease into the bits.
No.
You go right into the bit. I size up people very. How much bit can I do with this person?
Yep.
You know, and if I don't like the bit, I'll make fun of myself real quick, and then I'll walk away with a laugh.
I think will always get a laugh. Like, you're good at that.
I gotta pull a laugh and then I disappear because like I like being around these people.
I always need a laugh.
Yeah.
But the laugh can be me. So I can be like,
So you do it for your own entertainment.
yes, and I'm like, I'm gonna laugh at this later.
Yeah.
But at the time, I can't laugh because if I laugh, then they'll think I'm joking.
You're laughing on the inside so much.
Laughing on the
about
inside.
the scenario you just set up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
don't.
just like, this is the greatest thing that's happening right now, and everyone else feels awkward. No one likes this moment,
No, I know exactly.
and I'm staying here.
Yeah, like if this was a TV show, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I made them laugh. All right, time to pull back before they get to know who I really am.
What do you think about those people? You know, there's like trends and stuff. It's like, oh, that one friends that think they're always on a TV show or something like that. What do you think about that type of mentality? You know how some people like,
Oh, well, you know, the guy who's always on is kind of annoying too. There's comedians like that, like in the green rooms, like, hey man, not every single second has to be a joke. Like, tone it down, you know?
sure.
But you know, if it's working, it's working.
Yeah,
I think I'm sorry to cut you off, but like
please
it's a
go
lot
ahead.
of like you got to be able to read rooms.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you want to be the main character, energy, whatever, read the room. Make sure you're not
facts.
stepping on anybody else's toes. Because if you're the main character and you're hated by everybody, like, okay, you don't be the antagonist of the show.
I think as long as it's intentional, that's okay. Like if you're intentionally like, oh, people are not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it, and that's a lot of what I do. I'm okay with that. But if I'm generally trying to win you over and get your attention, that has to do everything with you and nothing with me. I have to just fully divide my attention to you. Like I have to be like, who are you? Find out more about you and try to connect with you on that level.
Yeah.
I personally hate somebody, and I try to do my best not to be this guy by like talking about myself. Maybe later on, if somebody asks, it
Yeah.
goes in there.
Well, most people like to be asked questions about themselves.
Of course, yeah.
So that's what I do.
That's
And then
the
I make
best
fun of it in a playful way.
Yes, somebody.
I just do crowd work, bro. That's it. I'm just doing crowd work in these groups.
Dude, this
when I
is
go to
why
parties.
you would kill at the fucking Maimonides and shit. I feel like your
Yeah, but I
crowd.
also don't want to I get paid
Yeah,
to
because
do
you
that.
get paid to do
It
that.
sounds
Of
like-
course, you're like,
Yeah, it's like
what am I, a clown?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's also when they find out I'm a comedian, it's worse
Way worse. Yeah.
because they want me to be funny. And
No,
it's
it's
like
an expert.
now they're laughing at everything, and I'm just like, I'm not that funny. All right, not every single thing I just said is funny.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, my mom just died, and they're like, oh, this guy. And it's
This
like, that was a serious moment, but okay.
Yeah.
You know, like there's nothing.
That's why I like you, because I think I don't think you're that type of guy who like thinks the camera's always in front of him or
Yeah.
something like that. I like to joke, and a lot of my jokes are like the meta where I'm thinking outside of it.
Yeah.
But it also helps me, like if I'm painting a skit or thinking of a scene in a movie, I'm like, oh, I can create that. So that's what those moments allow me to do. But I'm allowed to be in those real moments where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm an idiot. I'm like this. This is what I feel like. I don't like this moment right now. And
Do you remember like a few episodes ago when you asked
Yes.
me what your autism was?
yeah,
I think we just found it.
which is crowd work.
No, which is you thinking of movie scenarios and like try to be funny in the room with these bits.
That's my autism.
That's your autism.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is purposely ruining social interactions.
So here's the other thing I would think about, and I learned it as kind of like a coping mechanism, maybe as a kid. Like imagine me and you are having an argument, right? And I'm a younger person or anything like that.
Yeah.
How I learned to get away from it or do better is to reimagine the scenario in my head and what I would have said or what I would have done in those moments, and then
I do that too, though. I think everybody does that.
okay.
I hope everybody does that.
I don't think everyone does that.
There's something called that's something that really pissed me off that I learned about called
Tell me.
maladaptive daydreaming.
You told me about this, but I don't know. Tell
Did I
me
tell
more.
you about it?
But tell me, tell the audience what
It's
male
pretty much,
adaptive daydreaming
It's
is.
when you're like just kind of like living your life and you have dream of scenarios of you like succeeding or being awesome or like living another life.
But are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
So
happens to be
what
when,
is it
I'm
like?
doing
What's the
cardio.
difference between manifesting?
Well, manifesting is just you think you're gonna get something, whereas this is like you actually think out the scenario like it's a movie scene, like
Oh.
you're daydreaming it.
When do you do it,
Mostly during cardio.
bro? I do that too.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think about?
It depends. A lot of times it's like I just won a UFC match, and I'm giving my speech.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
or like I
amazing.
won an Oscar and I'm giving my speech. Or it's just me giving
Oscar's
speeches.
confusing, but the UFC one makes a lot of sense.
Why does UFC make more sense than Oscar?
Because the adrenaline rush from like this very high
Fair
intensive
enough.
thing.
I don't know if you ever acted. Oh, dude.
My life.
Acting is probably harder than fighting, bro.
No, I disagree. Disagree. Wait, are you talking about master level acting? Master level acting, master level fighting. I would say the same level. The like Khabib fighting,
Like
and
Khabib versus Leo. Like one is acting and the other one is fighting. I feel like Leo could fight better than Khabib could act.
oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I don't think like that type of comparison, but I just think like the level that Leo is at with his acting,
Yeah,
is better than Khabib is at his fighting.
I would say that too. Yeah,
That's-
but also I think it's not fair because they get to the longevity of acting is so much more.
That's also
you
true.
only
So
fight
you
for so
can
long before
exactly you can because it's a mental thing, so you can always get better every
yeah,
year.
same with like a comedy or something.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you find exactly comedy in 10 years, you're way better than you are today.
Yeah,
Like inshallah.
comedians are the best like in their early 40s and the 50s.
Nice.
So that's like their prime.
Like Jim Gaffigan?
He's probably like 50 something. Yeah,
I
like
think he's
CK
60.
and like Chappelle. All of them are like over 40
Yeah.
something. You know, like
Yeah. Chappelle's 50.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your prime is like 40 though. I think,
Okay, okay.
in comedy, usually that's like when you're the sharpest and it's witty enough and you know what's going on.
Got-
You could, but you could do it till like you're 80. Like,
But I want to go back to this male adaptive thing.
Yeah.
So, like, why do you think about you winning this? I'm not going to use the Oscar thing, but winning this UFC fight, what does it allow you to do?
I just give a speech about how like this is getting weird. I don't want to give this up, but I'll tell you.
Tell me.
It's just that I give a speech about how like if you give Afghans a chance, we'll fucking prove you like that we can do things. You know what I'm saying? So it comes back to like my heritage and culture and everything, and like I'm put on the pedestal.
Are you like fucking with me? Or are you like,
No,
serious?
this is real.
So after
100%.
all of that, you're by yourself in this moment, running on this fucking treadmill.
Yeah.
You think about how you can help your people.
And you're making it sound nicer than it is. It's still very
Selfish?
it's very like self-indulgent.
Yep.
Because it's me still winning. I'm
Yep.
winning the thing and I'm giving a speech and how like just give us a chance and we'll fucking prove you wrong. It's kind of like what that's what I always go back to. You
Got
know?
it. Got it.
There's hundreds of thousands of Afghans. When it's Oscar, there are hundreds of thousands of Afghans who are probably better actors or comedians than me.
Yeah.
I just never got the chance.
That's
I'm
it.
proof that if you give us a chance, we'll win. And same thing with like fighting, you know?
I love that.
So it's shit like that. It's very, and I listen to a lot of Vegeta Super Saiyan monologues.
That's sick. Those
So,
are great.
you're familiar?
He's the best character in Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah,
Z.
he's also talking about like his like race, you know, of warriors that
Yes.
you know were, you know,
Extinct.
mistreated, exactly extinct and
Yeah.
mistreated by the imperial forces of Frieza. So it's like you know, I connect that to Afghanistan.
That's no, that's it's pretty accurate. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do a lot of that, and then when I'm not working out, just like you know, sometimes I just think about like I don't know, being famous and driving nice cars. And
But it's not manifesting?
kind of, I think it's just the specific scenarios when it becomes the maladaptive daydreaming.
What emotions rise out of you when you think about it in cardio? Hopefully it allows you to run more.
Oh, for sure. It's I almost cry.
Nice.
It's like that's when I'm like, yes, I hit. Like that's when I feel the best.
For sure.
It's like all the endorphins and everything. Are like I'm watching all the motivational stuff and the cardio's hitting. Like
Yeah.
I like that's the peak. And it's like I guess it's like pride, maybe.
Pride is okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know much about pride. I don't think I feel it very often. But
You don't know much about pride?
all right, gay joke. Ding, got me. It is crazy though, pride, huh?
Yeah.
It's
But
just
no, I
the-
want
the gays just
No,
don't
we're not.
pride.
We're not derailing from this conversation.
derailing a
I
little
love
bit.
this conversation. Do you know
I
why?
think it's like a pride
Because
of
I
lions.
try to cry.
A pride of lions. They're just gay. Okay, all right. We'll
Stay
have
here.
we'll have a real moment.
Let's
Go.
have a real moment. The male adaptive thing. I try to when I'm trying to do my peak. in
Yeah.
Something I try to cry.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when I'm
I don't
running,
cry, but I get close.
I get teary eyes when I'm doing that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but what
Feels
if
good.
what it motivates me to do is make sure I'm running so much that I'm sweating a lot, so people think, oh, this guy's just like going hard.
Yeah. What I do is I'll just go to people. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have pink eye.
that's better.
Yeah. They're like, what? Like, yeah, someone just shit in my eyes. Huh? I'm like,
I was eating someone's ass.
someone farted in my face. That's why I look like I'm crying.
That's consensual.
Yeah, it's a consensual fart. I farted back, so it's okay.
That's interesting. Crying brings out a lot of energy out of you. I think there's power.
I think it's not. I'm not like, all right, time to fucking hit my prime. Like it's not like.
well, that's
it's like you know.
there's different type of tears, right?
Yeah, I'll never ugly cry, but it's like you know, you maybe like one. But it's just
Yeah.
like you're really in the zone.
That's what I mean.
You're really thinking about all the stuff and like your body's feeling good. It's the best fucking feeling. It's my favorite. It's the only reason I go to the gym. It's for that feeling.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I
I don't get it with lifting. Maybe I don't lift
No.
enough or lift heavy
Let's see,
enough.
do I lift? No, it's always cardio. It's always cardio.
Yeah.
It's always something that's more mental. Because like lifting, I feel like as much as it is mental, you grow into it. Like
Yeah.
there's no way I'm gonna be like I'm gonna mental my way of squatting 400 pounds. Like there's no way. Like I progressively get there. It's way more controlled. I'm conscious. But with cardio, since it's like a natural human thing to do, just run and like it's all mental to break through that. I think of scenarios. I think
Yeah.
about, for
What's
instance,
your scenarios? Yeah.
So I saw this one clip, which
Okay.
was the Afghan basketball national team,
Okay.
and they won like some sort of Asian championship. And the way they won
Yeah.
was this guy dunked it at the buzzer. An Afghan dunked,
That's fucking awesome.
and he dunked at the
At the
buzzer,
buzzer.
and everybody goes wild. So if you watch, this clip is on social media.
I need to see
so
this.
I'm gonna
Sounds
put this
great.
clip. So it's like an
Yeah.
Afghan dunking at the buzzer. The crowd goes wild. The flags come out. We're all,
Yeah.
and I think of that moment. I'm like, what if I'm in that scenario
Mm-hmm.
and I'm able to dunk at the buzzer, like a not a shot, it's always a dunk. It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like a very powerful thing, and it's like putting my country and winning the country.
Yeah, it's a country thing is
Yeah,
there,
the
dude.
country
the
thing.
country thing is always
It's
there for us,
always-
bro. We can't get away from it, bro.
And then like
We want the acceptance so bad. We want to put them on. We want to help them so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
they no, it's exactly what it is. I'm like, I don't go to the speech part, but it's the action and playing the sport of it, and
Okay.
like and thinking about the hours it took to get to that peak moment,
Yeah, yeah.
and then doing all this, being like, this is part of the process,
Yeah.
and then getting the tears out of my eyes to be like, I need to, like, it's necessity.
Yeah.
I need to do this.
For sure.
And then next thing I know, I've 44 minutes on the treadmill.
Yeah.
and
Can I
like,
tell you something?
Yeah.
This kind of cheapened my experience. I thought this is a very unique experience I had. The fact that you also do it kind of ruined it for me.
Good.
So
Good.
I'm done with the gym now.
Didn't you just said male adaptive thing? Like, it's a thing that happens that other people do, clearly.
Yeah, so a lot of people do it.
So a lot of
and knowing that other people do it has made it worse for me.
I did this.
Because we're all having these like grandiose dreams that we're never going to achieve. That's the worst part.
I don't think we're never going to achieve them.
Fair
I don't
enough.
think about it like that. I think
But
about
I think
it
a lot of us aren't.
So-
We gotta be realistic.
so when I have those moments, I think of them. All right, we're going weird. When I have those
Yeah, I like
moments,
this. Yeah, yeah.
I think they're visions, but not mine.
Okay.
Like, I'm
Oh.
seeing someone else do that, and I'm proud of them.
Oh,
And I'm
interesting.
like, I could have been that, but I'm proud that that is where we evolved to. So like maybe in
like
the
that.
future, it could be like my kids or my
It has
grandkids,
to be
or
me though.
for me, it's not. It
has to be me,
For me,
that's
it's
my-
Afghanistan. For me, like if an Afghan person shoots up somebody, it's me. If an Afghan person
Take it all off.
does
dude.
something great, it's also me. So I just like
Yeah.
we need more of the
You
great.
you and the Trump administration feel the exact same way about Afghans. We're all one piece, but one of us
And
doesn't.
we're all the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's interesting that you said that when you were talking about it. I'm like, this guy's just like describing a lot of the shit that I do.
Yeah.
And when I feel bad, I think about Vegeta.
Yeah, dude, Vegeta's there,
And I
bro.
think about Vegeta, where he's like, "Not my Saiyan pride,"
Yeah, dude.
and then he turns up. And then when I'm lifting up weight,
Yeah.
or the thing I think about is I think Kakarot, like
Yeah.
because
you don't have to yell it.
no, that's what I
I know, I
actually
know, I know.
say.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like,
Kakarot?
oh, but Kakarot, like I'm
Yeah.
saying it while I'm about to do a lift, and then I'll lift up
That's
like
hilarious.
400 pounds. But I'll think about what can amp me up the most, and it's always Dragon Ball Z. And Teen Gohan is my favorite character, but that one moment. But then the best, this guy broke it down, but the best character in Dragon Ball Z is Vegeta
100%.
because of the evolution, the speeches,
Yeah.
everything he did.
Yeah, that guy with monologue.
Yeah.
Fucking fire, bro.
So I think also about Vegeta.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why we're in sync sometimes.
No, that can't be it.
This it is. This is it. This is it, bro. Like, there's a lot of connections. I wonder how many other people.
You say the N word a lot as an Afghan. Tell me more about that. No.
So I only say it in front of black people,
Okay,
and
okay.
with a straight face,
Yeah.
and I see what happens. My Uber driver was like, picked me up, and he was a black guy, and and we just kind of, he was very like introverted, didn't want to say anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he looked like a tech guy, and I was like, so I'm having a son.
Yeah.
And then he's like, congratulations. I'm like, I'm going to call him Niall. But when people ask me what's his name, I'm going to be like, I'm going to say his nickname, which is the N word.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah.
I was like, got it.
Got it.
I got it.
All right.
This was an episode.
This is an episode.
And
We
we're
filled
going
the
to
time.
do,
We
we're
figured
going
it out.
we're going to do something.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Shout out the patrons.
Let's go to the
The
Patreon.
patron saints.
All right. So shout out the Patreons. We're going to start off with Crescent, who's still our longest. So shout out him. Since November 26th. This is important. Thank you. There was people before him, but then they're no longer. Farzad Ali Kozai. he's another Patreon that's been supporting for a long time, and it's like, yo, these guys are not on the cheap tier, so it's like we got to give them a shout out.
Shout them out.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna look at my phone while you do this.
okay, please. And then
As you can.
all right, we have Omar. I'm just gonna do the people who did, not so much the people who didn't.
Yeah, no,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna shame you now.
This time.
But
This
you guys,
time.
you guys get a little buffer because
Yes.
next time it comes around, we're
And
shaming.
please, as we're doing this, you don't have to listen to all these names. If it's you, cool, because you're like, oh, shout out. But more so, like, please support us on the podcast because we want to do better shit. We want to get better equipment. We want to have better guests, and we want to travel to places to talk to those people. So when you support us, it allows for those moments. Dauood's a stand-up comedian. I work in digital marketing, so we aren't saying this like this is our livelihood right now, but inshallah this can be, and it can be for other people. So the speech done, I'm going to continue. Kimberly Carlson, shout out her. Ahmad A. Ansari, shout out him. Mustafa Alomi, shout out him. Ben Chode, still a Patreon.
That gets me every time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Abraham P, shout out him. Abraham P, supporting, giving us a lot of money. I love that. We need people like Abraham P. Nagin Niazi. We may make fun of you during one of our episodes, but thank you for supporting us.
We do?
She's a woman, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Bovarine. Oh, just canceled. Okay, never mind.
Just cancel as you're
No, not just as I was saying. But Haroon K. Shout out him. Still a Patreon. Idris Qureshi. He's from Australia. Shout out him. Thank you. And anybody supporting at all tiers, $1, please. That's amazing for us. Just like support us. That means so much to us. Sarah Stupar. Shout out her. She's a comedian and supporting us. And the Canadian economy is not so great, and she's still supporting us. So shout out you. Khalid Rasul. Shout out him. Samir 2001. Okay, never mind. He canceled. Okay. All right. Mohammed Qiyam, shout out him. Tamo El Qatari, shout out him for supporting. Appreciate you. Naweed Hotak, shout out him. Eddie K, love him. I think. There are some free tiers. Before, in the past, we shouted them out. I'm not going to shout out the free tiers.
That's fair.
So we're done with the free people.
Is that everybody?
Wait. We got another one. Omar A. So shout out Omar A. Fit Life Omar, as they like to be called. There is another one, Khal Abdul. I think this is Cal, the guy we interviewed. I think that's that Cal. Shout out him.
I don't know, Cal.
Yeah, you did. We had an interview. He was molested as a baby boy. No, I'm kidding.
Molested as a baby boy. Who the hell is this guy?
He wasn't.
Great song, though.
He wasn't.
What-
He was Cal, the guy who went back to Afghanistan to find his parents.
that was actually one of my favorite pods. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot that.
yeah. His name was Cal. I said Khal like an idiot, but it was KH, so I couldn't. So
okay.
Cal.
Thank you, Cal. Love you, buddy.
Love you. Thank you for supporting. Some other person named MN Napkil. Shout out them. So still supporting. Another person, Fatima. Forever Timas. It's not my wife, but that's my wife's name. And supporting. My wife hates that I do the podcast. She does not find me funny, and I still do it because she's not my demographic. So shout out my wife as well, randomly, who never listens to this podcast. And I'm glad she doesn't listen to this podcast. I'm sorry. It's like you just went on a tangent. I saw the name.
Finish this already.
And then we got Naveed. Naveed is our most recent Patreon on November 3rd. So thank you guys so much for supporting us thus far and still supporting us. We want to come out with better shit and have better guests on. And please share our podcast with other people. If you think that they would also fuck with us, right now we have over 70 episodes. 70 episodes. That's like an hour minimum of this. So we have a lot of content for you guys to consume. For anybody that's been watching thus far, what should be the emoji that they put?
What did we talk about? Anything?
Well, mechanical bull.
Is a bull?
There's a bull emoji.
Yeah, let's do a bull.
Let's do a bull emoji. And also, what do you think about Akaash Singh?
Subscribe to our Patreon to hear my opinions on it.
All right.
Should we do a Patreon episode? How much energy you got in here?
Not much.
I could talk about Akaash Singh.
All right. What do you think about Akaash? So for the people who don't know, do you want to give context or should I give context?
So Akaash Singh, he's a very popular comedian on the internet.
Yeah, millions of followers.
Millions of followers. He has a podcast with Andrew Schultz, who's also
Called Flagrant.
They call Flagrant too. Originally, now it's called Flagrant. It's a funny podcast.
Yeah, really funny.
I met Akaash before he was popping.
Yep.
Put him on. I have his number. Nice guy. He's cool. Right now, the internet's Akaash, his situation, he met his wife when he was like 31. She was like 22.
Yes.
They were allegedly both virgins.
He was leaning hard on that.
Yeah, he's very big on like, I'm a virgin. And
I like brown women.
I like brown women. And, he's really like riding for that. And because of that, he came into beef with the red pill community, fresh and fit guys who are just like treat women like shit kind of, and like you can't let women take advantage of you and all this kind of like.
Not treat women like shit, but kind of. I know what you're going with this.
Okay, you want to defend the red pills?
Personally, I like Fresh and Fit. I actually consume their content.
Terrible. I hate Fresh and Fit content.
I consumed their content for a while. Some of their shit is funny.
Yeah, bro. I'm tired of this this funny
Yeah, you're right.
Bro,
Fuck.
everything Nazis could be hilarious. It doesn't mean we should give them we should listen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, good points.
But,
all right.
But it's okay. That's
Anyways,
fair.
Fresh and Fit were specifically the groups, not all alpha initially. It was just those guys.
It was mostly Fresh and Fit, and they were on Flagrant, and Akaash kind of like
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah,
something?
kind of
was going in on them.
Was going in on them. And, I don't disagree with a lot of his points.
Yep.
But it's kind of glass house kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So Akaash was lecturing these guys about women.
Yep.
Which I think Akaash, his heart's in the right place. I think he's mostly right.
Okay.
But he's also, this is his first love kind of a situation, his first girlfriend.
I'm going to pause you.
Go ahead.
Akaash was going in on those guys because those guys said that we don't like black women as a joke. And then afterwards, they doubled down. They doubled down and they said, we just prefer like white women. That's what they said, less of a headache or whatever the situation.
They're also black.
They're two black guys, right?
And they don't.
Then Akaash got triggered from that.
He said that's corny.
That's super corny. That you guys don't like your own type of women or whatever. And they just stayed there. And Akaash went in. I'll let you continue.
Fair enough. Okay, that's fair. And then pretty much was a back and forth.
Yeah.
And now Akaash's wife has her own podcast, and she's trying to be TikTok famous.
Yep.
And she's doing this thing that a lot of people with lack of comedy experience do, where they expose every single little thing about themselves.
Is this an attack on me?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you do that. But
her podcast is called Main Character Pod.
Okay, that's pretty.
And
that's a pretty great name for what the situation actually. But
yep.
So she's putting her husband down.
Her name is Jasleen Singh.
Jasleen Singh. She's putting her husband down in a lot of these things.
Yes.
And Akaash does too, but Akaash is better at comedy, so he understands. He'll call her a bitch every now and again, but he's like, you could tell he's like, she complains too much. Ha ha ha. Bitch.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, I want to fuck this other guy because he probably has a huge dick.
It said my co-host husband.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, the imbalance, it's the thing. This is what I feel is Akaash is going through what most guys go through with their first relationship.
Fair. That's fair to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Where they're just happy to be in it.
Yes.
And they don't understand the power dynamics at all.
Yes.
And they give up too much power.
Exactly.
Because the chick is hot and they're like, I'm lucky to be with her.
Yep.
And they don't know, like, hey, man, you have worth too, King.
Sure.
You have worth.
Exactly.
Put your foot down. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
he's Pashtun, I think.
Oh, he's not Pashtun.
Like his ancestors.
Okay, whatever.
They said it on the podcast.
But anyways,
I follow Flagrant, so that's why.
So Myron pretty much put out a hit piece.
Myron from Fresh and Fit
put out a hit piece being like, get your lady in check. She's a whore.
Compiling all the clips of Jasleen.
Jasleen Singh, all the clips. And the clips are damning. They look bad.
They're tough. They're tough to argue.
It's tough to argue. It's not a good look.
One of them has to do with anal sex.
Yeah, okay. Also, I don't think any of them refute that she was a virgin.
Now you're being Muslim again.
I'm being honest. I don't think she said anything that she wasn't a virgin. She said she was popping her pussy for white boys, which I don't think is sex. I think that could be like she was like twerking and dancing, hanging out. Slutty behavior, but not.
She could still be a virgin.
See, this is the thing. this is the problem, I think.
Let's hear
with
it.
the situation more than anything.
Yeah.
If I marry someone and she had a slutty past,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna judge me.
You specifically?
Me specifically.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be like, that's fucking Dauood. He's a fucking wild guy.
Yeah.
He's a slut.
Yeah. Okay.
If I was a virgin, or if I was like a goody two shoes or like this like straight edge,
Yes.
and I marry someone who had a promiscuous past,
Yes.
I will get judged for that.
Yes.
Right? The problem isn't that one person. The thing is, with anything, if it's a man or a woman, the slutness needs to be balanced.
Does it? I don't think so.
What do you mean? Go.
I don't think slutness needs to be balanced.
I think it 100% needs to be balanced.
Like how much she's a slut and how, because like I think in a
Obviously,
traditional.
this is a male dominated world.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
A man can be a lot more slutty.
So I think like
Significantly
more
more.
times than not, it's kind of like it's acceptable that the man is more slutty.
It's for sure. I think that's In the society that we live in, the man is allowed to be a lot more. But
Yes.
if a man is extremely slutty and he marries some chick who's like done stuff and whatever, she's lived her life.
Okay.
I don't think people will judge that couple as harsh.
Two sluts won't be judged. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Two sluts won't be judged.
But
Okay.
a man who is not a slut, who's a
Yes.
virgin, if anything,
Yep.
marries a slutty chick,
And very public about
very public
their
about it.
stance about
Yeah.
how they are and how this is
And that's
like.
what it is. It's a glass house situation.
Yes.
It's like, we are good.
Yes.
She is innocent.
Yes.
I'm innocent. And then you look like she wasn't so innocent. Okay, you're preaching this whole like this is the way to do it. It's a slut imbalance.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Slut imbalance. I don't think, because like I think that you know that saying, you can't turn a slut into a housewife or a hoe into a housewife. Have you heard that saying before?
I think you can.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think you definitely can.
Yeah.
I think no one's defined by their past. People
I agree.
can change. I know I said earlier about the rebranding. I was specific about this one chick. No one's going to even get to this part. They're going to hear that part and they're
Yeah,
done with
we already did the Patreon.
Exactly.
We did the end.
yeah, they're like, it's going to be the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But I like this format that we give the Patreons their names and then we continue on the podcast.
Yeah.
So then they can hear more things. So I do
Sure.
like this. But this the rebrand I support if it's genuine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it's genuine for her.
I don't know, man. There's so many layers to it because who might have judged someone else's relationship? I don't fucking know these people. I don't know
Well,
how
if they put
operate.
themselves in public,
That's
then
okay.
they're putting, and they talk about their relationships, then they're like, judge us
Yeah.
if they're consuming us.
I just think men are sensitive about certain things,
Okay.
right? It's not a lot. It's very few things, I think.
Yep.
And I think she has hit all those points.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? No, bro.
What if Akaash is like super woke and super like secure with himself?
Yeah.
And that he's able to sit there while
That's okay.
his wife.
That's good for him, but I also think it's just a bad look on her, if anything, more than it is Akaash. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the
you're
way
right.
but
It's
the
not
way
a bad
soc-
look on Akaash.
The
I
way
agree.
the society is set up, he's an extension of her. So she's trying to be funny, I think is what it is.
Okay.
A lot of times. And she's not doing a great job at it. And she's doing it so I've dated a girl just like this.
Okay.
Right? And she would make me feel smaller because she was trying to be funny.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Akaash is already small. So like, you can't he probably feels like an ant. So
Well, let's.
Okay, that was a short joke,
That's
sorry.
a funny joke, but it's like Akaash is a successful comedian.
yeah.
All right, so clearly he's doing really well.
But then she also makes jokes about like I'm only into it for the money.
Yeah.
And like, okay, it's funny, but it's also like, oh, these are like kind of sensitive things, especially because like you don't work, you don't like. If like my lady, she's like, I'm only dating her for the money, and then she's like making hella money,
Sure.
it's funny. There's no harm down there.
Yeah.
But if she's like doesn't have a job, she's living off of what I'm doing, like that joke's a little too real. You know what I'm saying? Hits a little too.
So I didn't have a problem with that. A lot of the red pill
Continue.
people
Yeah.
said this saying, what a lot of Muslim people say, like my money's my money,
That's
and his
okay.
money's
That's
also
that's
my money,
funny.
right? So I've heard that before, and I
Yeah.
actually agree with it. I actually think that you should get a very educated wife, like very smart wife,
Yeah.
and then be in such a financial situation that she can work when she wants to. She doesn't have to. Like that's goals. Like you want to be in
Yeah,
that situation,
I get it.
right?
But it's It's just about how she says it.
How she says it is not great at all.
Yeah.
And
I don't mind being the sole provider in a relationship.
okay.
I don't mind our money being her money. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
that.
That's all okay. But you don't throw it in the guys. You know what I'm saying? You don't make them. The way she talks about Akaash just isn't nice. That's it. That's all. That's what it comes down to. And if one of my partners talked about it to me that way, it wouldn't last very long.
But that's your personality. What if Akaash likes that type of person?
Okay, well then that's kind of he's submissive, and that's
Yeah.
good for him. I'm not here to judge that. I think it's kind of weird, but
My biggest issue, I'll
go
tell
ahead.
you what's my
Hit me
biggest
with it.
issue. So
Just a lot of
Akaash,
balance.
so I'm gonna be honest. So Akaash, I fuck with his stand up. I like his stand up. I actually watch his stand up. I watch his clips, and I think he's funny. I liked him when he was in Wild and Out. I supported him because I saw a brown guy doing shit. I wanted him to kill it. A lot of times in podcasts, I don't like him. He's kind of annoying personally. Sometimes I'm like, this is not for me. And but he's hilarious he's clearly a seasoned comic. I'll give him that props.
Yeah.
His wife wanting to be him is what I hate.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's the funny guy.
Yeah.
You're trying to be on this and trying to be funny as well, trying to have a podcast on all this shit. It's like, if she's like, I want to do my own thing, and in their personal life, she just like makes fun of him, like, oh, your money's my money. That's your life.
Yeah.
But she's trying to like literally recreate him and by herself. That's the biggest problem. And me personally, I could never, even back in my days where I wasn't so confident with myself and I had those women that talk down to me and I'm like, whatever, she's hot, I'll take it, whatever.
Exactly.
But even then, if I found out that chick was like trying to take my light more, I'd be like, okay, this is
And I've had that exact situation.
really.
Exact same situation.
Oh.
The chick started stand-up comedy.
Oh, what?
And I was like, it's just unseasoned funny people trying to be funny with their spouse on in camera. It's gonna come off fucking harsh.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the nuance of it, you know? And that's really what it comes down to. But I don't know. I think she's still a virgin, even though some butt stuff might have happened.
Sure.
And I don't know, the pop and the pussy thing. So we're not negating everything.
So your consensus is she was a virgin, but she's just like a crazy person. Like she's just like not
And I
the
think she's
best
trying to be
person.
funny and, you know.
Do you think this is all an act?
I don't know. If it is, terrible move.
Yep.
But we aren't talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yes, everyone's talking about it.
But I don't, if they're rage baiting to sell stuff, good for them. I kind of don't like that type of marketing, and my ego is maybe I'm not as secure.
I think clearly it's good marketing. It worked. It worked.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think it's all an act.
Okay.
And I don't think it's real. But the type of person Akaash and his wife are to do this whole thing to get an attention.
Even worse. Yeah.
That makes me hate them as people.
Yeah.
It's just
If
being.
you think it's an act.
If it's an act. If
That's
it's an
even
act.
worse.
But I do think it's an act.
Yeah.
But I
you
do think
it is.
it's an act. I don't
it
think
is.
it's real. I think they're just like leaning into it and making it worse and shit like that. And that I'm like, good on you as a business and a marketer. Personally, bro, that's just like wild that you've decided that this. Akaash probably has like millions of followers. Like he could have done other things. He started his own podcast. He's interviewing like top celebrities from India, journalists and shit like that. He's starting to do his own thing. You don't need you don't need any of this. And
Well, she deserves. If she wants to do something, she deserves to like be a podcaster or a star or whatever. You know. What I'm
then he could bring her to flagrant. Oh shit! What if that's the move?
I can't speak on what I know. So
This guy has the insights. This guy has the insights.
whatever. Yeah, we'll move on from that.
Yeah,
I'm sure
okay.
by the time this even airs, my inside information will not even matter anymore. So
Okay, cool. But whatever the case is, long story short, we don't like to see a brown guy be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Because we've been the butt of the jokes all the time. And this is what I think. I think it's all an act. And to be intentional with it, I think you have to think about what's going on online, that Indian guys are just like obsessed with women and they'll be like, I love you and all this shit and messaging trans people.
yeah,
and
it
all
turns
this
out
other stuff.
Akaash isn't that different from an Indian Facebook message.
Yeah.
I love you, baby.
Yes.
After all that.
This was a bull episode and we said put the bull icon. But if you got to this part,
A man with a turban.
I was going to say put the Indian flag.
Indian flag.
Indian flag and the
This
bull.
is the only. Is that camera
No,
working?
they're both on. They're both
that
on,
just went to the different.
Yeah, I
SD
just
card?
went to the different.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
That's gone, and now back here.
Indian flag and a cow.
Indian flag and a cow. Now it's funny.
Now it's double.
It's really
now
funny.
Now that means you watched everything and
Yes.
you get both references.
Well, actually, the cow and the India.
I'm very aware of
Well
what
done.
I just said.
Good
Yes,
shit.
thank you.
All right, more the cow.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys so much, man.
Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.
We're gonna shake hands. I guess we're like, yes.
Yeah, I just want to see you for a bit.
Oh, maybe not that long though.
Oh,
Right.
hopefully. Oh, yeah.
December.
All right, we're done with this, though.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.